The ghostly image through the nocturnal viewfinder sets the stage. An Italian Coast Guard crew winched onto the Ezadeen, the latest vessel in a growing fleet of despair. This one was carrying a human cargo of about 500 mainly Syrian refugees. The Italian Coast Guard was alerted to its plight when it heard the following distress call from one of the passengers. We're heading towards the Italian coast and we have no one to steer.
This is surely very dangerous because a ship sailing with nobody at the helm is like a bomb launched against the coastline.
The crew of the Ezadeen had apparently abandoned ship. We just don't know exactly where on its mystery odyssey. According to the tracking website Marine Traffic, the ship left Famagusta in Cyprus on December the 19th. Destination apparently set in the south of France. Data showed the vessel drifting for several days between Turkey and Cyprus before it picked up speed again on December the 23rd. Over the next week, the ship headed west, past the Greek island of Crete, and then up alongside the mainland, where it slowed again on Wednesday evening. It was rescued by the Italian Coast Guard, apparently out of fuel, 40 miles off the heel of Italy. Almost exactly the same thing happened a few days ago with the Blue Sky M. More than 700 Syrian and Kurdish refugees were left drifting towards Italy in a large cargo vessel which had set sail from Istanbul. In that case, the crew hadn't actually abandoned ship, they had just abandoned the bridge and tried to blend in with the other refugees. It's all part of the people smugglers' new business model. Buy a large, cheap, old vessel, the owners of both ships are apparently Syrian, pack it with desperate migrants and charge them each as much as £4,000 for the trip.
Like any commercial adventure, if you can actually increase the number of people you're carrying, do it more safely and charge more for it, you get more income out of it. And I suspect that what they've realised with the merchant ships is they're much safer, they can carry more people, and as a result of that, more people will get to the destination.
It's been a very busy year for the human traffickers and their cargo. The UN believes 160,000 migrants have arrived in Italy alone in the last 14 months, driven across the Mediterranean by a region in unending conflict. The journeys that make the headlines are the ones that end in tragedy. Like this boat, packed with 500 mainly Eritrean and Somali migrants, which sank within swimming distance off the Italian island of Lampedusa. 400 died. Overall last year, as many as 4,000 may have drowned trying to get to Europe. Such is the exodus that Europe has changed its policy from searching and rescuing the migrants in their small boats to dealing with only the larger vessels. The smugglers have adapted. Bigger ships set on a collision course with Italy, crammed with a bigger and more desperate cargo paying more money. Call it an economy of scale. But whatever the size of the ship or the number of passengers, one fact drives this fleet of despair: the never-ending wars from Syria to Libya, creating the biggest refugee crisis since the Second World War.